Hey, this is Baby Zay, and I just skipped class for the progress report.
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard. This is a new episode of Skipping Class presented by the Progress Report. And I got to salute my man JC. He always put me on to dope talent, people that's really working in the streets. So, man, welcome here, man. We got Baby Zay. How you feeling?
I'm all right, doing good. Shout out to JC, by the way.
Big JC for sure. Now, I got to say, welcome home. I seen that you recently came home not too long ago. So, what happened?
Basically, like in my past, I was with I ain't gonna say I was with the wrong crowd, but I started off with the wrong crowd, and I got stuck with the lifestyle. So I wound up being on probation, and I kept getting locked up for it. So when I got locked up, finally this time I got pulled over in Noonan, and I was so mad. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad. So when I got pulled over, I didn't know I had a warrant. So when they pulled me over, so I like, man, what you pull us over for? He like, man, I just wanted to see if the owner of the car was in the car. He got a warrant. So I'm like, I'm right here. Pulled me out the car, and then when I got locked up, I just told the judge, like, man, just send me to prison. I don't want to do no more papers. They wanted me to stay on it though, cause I had like 3 years left, but I was like, whatever to do to get everything terminated so I can continue my career. I just want to get everything put behind me. So now when I came home, I'm a free man. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
That's what's up. That's smart. So how long did you have to sit down for, though?
It was just a year, but it was a tough year when I went down. That was my first time in prison though.
Oh.
Man, oh my God.
First time in prison. What was it like, and what did you think it was gonna be like?
See, I kind of knew what it's gonna be like, but you can't believe what people say, so you gotta kind of see for yourself.
Yeah.
So when I went there, like people would say stories, but then like it's just like when you there, like it's just different. The worst part was Jackson. I ain't gonna lie, when I went there, I was like, man, I don't know why I wanted to come here when I first got there. Like Jackson, like it was real bad. You see a whole bunch of
Like, give me an example.
like when I first went down there, they had you butt naked. Like you come in there, you be butt naked. They take your jumpsuit off. When you first come in, you butt naked outside. So yeah, you outside butt naked in your drawers. So they got you going around this thing. And if you buck on them, they gonna put their hands on you. You got police down there walking with knives and stuff. Like it's like a whole different world. So when you go down there, it's like your eyes be open up to so much more. Like some when I go down there, it ain't for. I won't say it's for everybody, but that place is it's a jungle. So you just gotta stay out the way when you out there, when you down there, and just basically like be yourself. Some people come down there and wanna be in a game when they not official. So like when you come down there, like they thought I was a gang member. I like, nah, I ain't no gang member. Just cause I look like this don't make me one. So just me being real, I lasted the whole time. So I was good down there. It just be a lot of folks who hear the stories and they believe it. So when they go down there, you might have this set that's big. So when they go in there, they want to say they that, but them people really down there doing they paperwork on you. And people just be dying just off simple stuff. You might die with a bag of chips down there. Like you just gotta be real and just stay to yourself down there. They teach you to mind your business too.
Respect. What was your last day like? Like your mindset, just knowing like, damn, I done made it through this shit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I was going through it, I had went to Hancock. When I went there, I knew it was gonna be smooth. Like everything was smooth. Cause they send you to a camp where your city at. Like so, if you from Atlanta, they gonna send you where a lot of people from Atlanta at. So when you go down there, you might know some people. So when I went down there, I was kind of straight. It's just about like making it last. What you gonna do with your time? Cause you in your own world. The police don't care about you. Like nobody don't give a damn about you. Like they don't care. But my last day, I was there. Everybody, I ain't gonna say they wanted me to stay, but they was mad I was leaving. But they was happy I was leaving at the same time. So it was cool. I was happy. I just wanted to be home and continue my career. I still be in contact with them down the road because it's a lot of real people down there, real genuine people too. some people just make mistakes and they go down there. Some people just taking charge of people, but you know what I'm saying. It was smooth. It ain't as bad as people make it. The only bad part is Jackson. That's the only bad part. When you get to your count,
Yeah.
everything was smooth. I made me some money. Stayed on my phone.
Sure.
I was just in there kicking it. Stayed to
Yeah.
myself. People like, you make music. I let them hear the music. They like, hey man. They thought I was lying though. So when I came back, when I
Yeah.
came home, they was like, man, we really see you. You really pursuing your dream. I'm like, yeah.
That's hard.
hmm
Okay, so do you feel like that prison does it rehabilitate a person?
Uh, mm, it depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Respect.
Now, if you're on the drugs, no,
Okay.
you gonna come out worse than what you was.
Yeah.
But like if you got a strong mental and you know discipline, yeah, it's gonna change you. Like it changed me. I used to be a hothead. I used to be one to go drill stuff. Like anybody try me, I want to press the issue. Like anytime somebody try my partner, I just wanted to go forward with it. But like when you start realizing none of that's worth it, it ain't worth being around these type people. So it just depends. Yeah, it just depends on the person.
And I always say too, like anybody, any one of us could have made any mistake. So you know, you can't judge anybody that's doing time because it could have been anybody.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, no judgment. So you got the song called No Choice.
Yeah.
On your body of work. So you said took a 2-year sentence for your dog. So is that true? Was that true, or were you talking about somebody else?
No, that was definitely true. I didn't go to prison that big.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm not gonna speak on Buddy's name. 'Cause I ain't gonna speak on him, but I had wound up trying to help them folks get some money, and you know he had a child, so I was just trying to help him out. I was doing what I was doing, but we all got locked up, and it was like them against me. And I was already on probation, like I spoke on before, so I would tell them like, look, if I get locked up, I ain't know when I'm gonna come home. You know, we out here to help you. So I told them like, hey, you need to weigh your charges. That's what you need to do. We here for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they sat me down, they let him go. I had to go on a tour. I was in Norfolk, I was in Fairfax. I went to Clayton County. I did a year in Clayton County. I did 6 months in Norfolk. I did 6 months in Fairfax. All that's in Virginia, so I was out there in the Commonwealth. They wanted to send me to prison though, just because of my background. But just because they took the plea, I sat 6 months, didn't go to court, nothing. Like, I ain't know what was going on. I was just in there like. They jail is like prison too. I ain't gonna lie, it's like prison. But it was cool. But I was like a op to them because you know they like, man, you ain't from here, you ain't from here. So I was like, yeah, I get it, I understand all that, but you know I just had to play my role, be cool and try to make it home. But
I respect that.
a lot of stuff was on my mind when I was doing that 2 years. But yeah, I did 2 years behind 2 people that told on me.
So when you think about that situation now, like just thinking about a person that told on you, like how it make you feel?
I don't want to fuck with nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody, especially like if you got to be real. Like I give people a chance though. Like if you look, I ain't gonna say look like it, but if I see you standing on business on what you say, then yeah, I'm gonna give you a chance. But you know, just be real about who you is, because I don't. If you a street person, you a street person. I gotta know what to do with you and what not to do with you. But if you want to be funny, you know what I'm saying, I'm still gonna accept you for who you is. If you don't like to fight, you don't like to do all that, you know, just be yourself. Everybody can't be street. Everybody can't be legit. You know what I'm saying? So in this world, it's good and bad. You gotta pick which one you is.
Facts. So, of course, you know, the topic early this year or whenever that was, last year, just the Gunna situation, the sale. How does it make you feel just seeing, like, lyrics being used against rappers? And do you consider a situation like that, like snitching, considering the position you was just in?
I would say yeah. If I was Spider, I would say yeah, because just the simple fact, if you gotta understand with your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand with your homeboy. It's just certain things you're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? And that's like, not go against nothing I'm saying. That goes to standing on who you is as a person. You know, just being in the system so long, like it's just certain things people back there are not gonna go for. You know what I mean? But I would consider that like I would consider it telling. But also Gunna's from the South Side, so he I could say he got finesse because he wasn't really brought into the street stuff. I mean, wasn't really getting locked up and stuff like that. So he said he got finesse. So it's easy to get finesse when you in that situation because it's tough. You know what I mean? He was locked up with us. I was locked up with him.
Really?
He was in Erie County.
Did y'all know each other prior?
Nah. He did some stuff for the Dawn though, but like yeah, he was in there. He was in there. A lot of people respected him because of who he is, but me personally, like, it just I stand on morals. I don't care who you is.
100%. I feel it. Now earlier, you kept saying, referring to about to get back to music, about to get back to doing it when you was locked up.
Yeah.
So how long have you been pursuing like music? When did you start?
I've been doing music a minute, but I started taking it serious around August 22.
Okay.
I started off engineering, so like I know how I want my music to sound. I'm glad I started off engineering.
Yeah.
And I started off with Lex and ATL Jacob. Like, yeah, we all grew up together. So
That's hard.
them my brothers, and we've been doing it for a minute. Jacob introduced me to the first beat. I used to stay across the street from him. I used to engineer. He brought his beats to me. Hey man, what you think about this? And he always said, man, I'm going to Patchwerk. He like, man, Zay, come to Patchwerk. I'm like, man, listen, I ain't gonna go to Patchwerk. I ain't got no money for Patchwerk. I'm just gonna stay at the crib and do what I do. But we used to just have fun when we was doing it back then. I used to engineer to, make ends meet because I wasn't really trying to be too much in the streets. But it was like, it was calling me. But I've been doing music for a minute, a long time, so. But I started taking it serious 2022 when I went my first time going to Patchwerk. And the question that made me take it serious was when I spoke to Oz and he was like, hey, what are you doing this for? Are you doing this for fun? Or are you doing this for your career? And I told him both. If I'm still gonna have fun while I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
So if I'm having fun while I'm doing it, whatever comes behind it, I gotta stand on that.
100%, man. And salute to my man Eyes. Good.
Yeah,
people
shout out to Oz, man. Shout out the whole team,
For
the whole
sure,
marketing team, everybody there, man. I love everybody there, everybody.
Absolutely. I think Patchwerk is just one of them spots, man. Anybody that's into music, just want to be in this business, you got to experience a session or something there. Just do something to you.
Yeah, it's like it's historical. Like
It is.
you gotta. Like your portfolio has to involve Patchwerk.
100%.
It has to involve you guys. What's the progress report? Shout out to you guys.
Okay.
It has like certain things. Yeah, you just gotta have it in your portfolio. It just have to be there.
That's facts. I love that. So with ATL Jacob, just seeing him evolve, like, what's this like for you is, I'm sure,
motivation.
Yeah.
Super motivation.
Yeah.
Super motivation.
That's
Like
hard.
just seeing him, like, he's still humble, the same guy that I met when he was young. Still the same way, and he helps. Like he like, man, listen, it's money in this, man. This is what you like to do,
That's
man.
tight.
So it just motivate me. Like he's the reason why I went to Patchwerk, because he used to always tell me when I was young. So his voice just popped in my head, like, man, go to Patchwerk, Zay, go to Patchwerk. So when I came home, this when I did the 2-year bid. When I came home, I had to get things right. I started taking music serious, and I was like, man, let me just see what it's like. And then my first time going, I heard that one question that made me take it super serious.
Nah, for sure. That's hard. And it's great to have like a great circle, especially doing music. You got to stay encouraged, so you got to be around positive people.
Yes, definitely.
So, okay, growing up in Atlanta, what part of Atlanta, and then also too, I know we was talking about the strip clubs. Talk about Atlanta culture and just what's your favorite part of Atlanta?
My favorite part of Atlanta is, my favorite part. You want to say like city or just what's my favorite
Your favorite part? Like what
My favorite part of the strip club. My favorite part of the strip club.
Okay,
I missed that when I was young. I was in the clubs and stuff, but like I just started going to the strip club, so it's like that's my favorite part now. Like I like to be surrounded around females. Like I don't gotta do nothing with them. Like they can just all just be right there, sitting in the corner. Yeah, just vibes. I don't the just being around niggas. It just I be thinking about being in jail. So it's like my favorite part is the strip club. I know they gotta do their job. They butt naked. They looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just all vibes. I love it.
Nah, I respect that. So why I know niggas can get in the strip club early if they want to, but why are you just now getting in there? Like,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I just made time for it. I was in the streets. Like I was trying to get some money. I was doing all type of crazy stuff. Like trying to have smoke with people, and it was just too much. Like sometimes I might get a job and trying to turn stuff around, dealing with probation, getting locked up. So I ain't really never had time for it. Then I had kids, so I ain't had time for all that. You can't be in a strip club. You got kids and you broke. Like that ain't gonna make sense. See, so when I got everything right, now I got room for error. See what I'm saying?
100%. I respect that. You got a very mature mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how old you are, but I love that.
Yeah, I turn 28 next month.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
big
what's up.
Leo.
Okay, Leo.
Big Leo. Big Leo. Shout out to all the Leos.
I fuck with y'all.
Not you. I was just playing.
Okay, so when you said you did have regular jobs, what are the regular jobs? Like, what was that?
My first job was I worked at McDonald's for probation. I worked there. I lasted about like 6 months.
That's good.
But I was in there finessing though. Like I was still doing my street stuff. Like, but I was in there working, and then like that's what my clientele was. So I always stayed there. So it'll blend in with my probation. I had 6 months on probation, but after I got on probation, I left. I got out of there. Then I got locked up from a partner. I stayed in there like 8 days. I wound up getting out. I went to, it was a spot called Labor Ready. My mom kicked me out the spot. She had kicked me out. I was doing some music. Me and her got into a little altercation. And I went to my cousin, baby mama house. Went to her spot. So I was like, man, I can't be over here not doing nothing. I can't do what I want to do. I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got me a job. I stayed there about like 4 months, and then Amazon hired me hands-on. Like they picked me out the group, cause Labor Ready was like a what's it called, temp service. So I was working there. Then Amazon grabbed me. They were like, man, we want him permanent. I stayed there about 1 day. Dude came in there talking crazy. I got up out of there. I left. So I ain't never really had, like, the longest job I had was at McDonald's for probation. Every time I got a job, it was always some bullshit going on. I had a job with my homeboy. I think we was there. It was Duracell. I think we stayed there about like 2 months. The dude came over there, favoritism over the girl. Then he said something like, man, I jack you up or something. And I was like, man, we need to go outside. Like it's straightening behind that. Like, you even be talking to me like that in front of these folks. I don't care.
Wait, he said that in front of other people?
Yeah, we like on the little belt line. Like, we right there. So, like, my partners and everybody right there. So, me and my partner jump over the belt line. Like, hey, what he trying to do? So, we go outside. And then, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to shoot the spot up. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to shoot. But he had a talk with me, though. He was like, listen. Okay. You done been locked up. Let's think about stuff. So I really just sat down and thought about it. Like, man, he ain't talking about that. I'm finna just go. He a worker, so.
I got you.
But then I had another job at Dick's Sporting Goods. I stayed there 4 days. I stayed there for 4 days. My baby mama cut my foot. I couldn't walk.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I couldn't walk. Yeah, she cut my foot.
What do you mean she cut your foot?
You know how y'all women get.
I'm saying, what do you mean she cut your foot?
She cut it. She went in the kitchen, grabbed one of them big joints, you know what I'm saying, and cut my foot. She got mad. I was in the we in the room, so she trying to argue, and I'm like, man, I'm not finna argue with no girl. Like, that's just not what I'm finna do. So she the type, I ain't even gonna say women be the type to, like, they want that that attention. Like y'all be expecting a lot of attention. So
Yeah.
especially when y'all say y'all love
Of
love
course.
somebody. So when she was like I love you and stuff, I'm on some shit like, hey, goddamn, you talking about leaving though, so shit, I ain't finna chase you. Like shit, you wanna leave? Peace. Like shit, we got kids together. You might deal with me forever. Like that's just what's going on. So
Toxic as fuck.
I ain't toxic. I'm just saying.
Toxic.
I'm just saying. I'm just like shit. You want to leave? Go ahead. Like you can leave. You want to? You still gonna have to deal with me regardless. So you can't leave. Like it don't matter what you say. You can't leave. It's over. My kids love me. It ain't like my kids don't like me. Like they love me. They always want to talk to me. They always want to be with me. So you gonna always have to hit, my name gonna pop up whether you got a boyfriend or not. So she was like, we in a room. We staying in Fayetteville. We in there. So I don't know how the conversation came up. I ain't gonna lie. It was so irrelevant. Like it was so irrelevant. I don't even know how my foot got cut this day.
Fucking weak. But
So,
I'm not.
so I'm in there. So I'm laying down. She just talking, running. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna turn the TV on. She just gonna run her mouth and wait till she shut up. Then we gonna fuck, and it's gonna be the end of that. So they ain't turning to that. So I ain't feeding to it. So me not feeding into it, the first thing she said was, I'm finna leave you. So I do this.
Standing on business. Oh man.
I said, shit, all right. She got them went in there. She cut me, but I ain't feel it at first. And she swinging the knife in my face. I'm like, man, bitch, you tripping. Like, you gotta get what the hell wrong with you? All I did with this. You know what I'm saying? So I pushed her. I'm like, hey, man, you gotta go. Police wind up coming. Then when I get locked up, I went to Twiz County after that. But I had got my foot cut. I called Dick Sporting Goods. I'm like, man, listen, man, that shit old. I can't walk.
Fucking.
Yeah, that's it. It's over. I can't walk. I'm on crutches. I'm out of town on crutches, still making some money. Everybody like, boy, you just ain't gonna stop. I can't stop. Won't stop. It's over. But I told Dix, I was like, I couldn't do it. Y'all got me picking up these big ass boxes. I'm only 93 pounds and and I barely got a big toe. Like, nah, it's over. So I had one to leave. That was the last job I had. I was like, I can't do no job. I survived better without a job. So, and I don't like to listen. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like to listen. I don't like to listen. If it don't make sense, I'm not even about to listen to you at all. But if it makes sense, I'm gonna listen.
Wow. Okay. That was a lot to take in. How long did it take for your foot to recover?
I want to say about 3-4 months.
Damn.
They said I was finna need surgery on my toe. Like it was a big cut. It wasn't one of those like paper cuts. Like it was one of them. The thing was open. It looked like a little pussy. Gross. Like
okay.
It was open.
Okay. And next question: How do y'all co-parent?
She be trying to be with me, but I can't do it. Like, I had to realize like I got peace where I'm at, so that's what I want.
So it's her, it's not you.
Nah, it ain't. She realized it was her though. Like if I'm with a girl, like I ain't really all the way toxic. I got toxic way, but I ain't all the way toxic. I just tell her like,
I feel you.
She just don't listen. I don't like no masculine girl. Like I can't be with you. You trying to be my mama? Like you can't. Nah, you gotta be my girl. Now I see if I'm like it's cool if I'm fucking up and you know get me right and shit like that. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna listen to my girl. But like if I'm in the crib making some money, playing the game, you still can't try to like yoke a nigga up. Like I'm in the house, like you know what I'm saying, still making money, I'm paying all the bills, but I'm trying to tell her how to be a wife, and she wasn't trying to hear that. I was her first boyfriend, so she was just so stuck on like I gotta be this way. And the only problem with her, she just say she independent, and I'm like, ain't nobody in this world independent. You need a team. Like you need a team to do something. Like if you independent, I don't even know what to say about the word. Like, I don't like that word. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's a selfish word to use. That's what I feel like. Because anything you got, it consists of help, whether you know the person or not. Wifey is submissive. Someone gonna cook, listen, and obey. Gotta obey the king. Got to.
What does that mean?
Like you gotta like me from my perspective and my situation. I can't speak for everybody
Yeah, of
else.
course, you.
Like you gotta listen to what I say. Like that's just what's going on. Like I gotta know I mentally got you.
Okay.
I don't want nobody else to. And loyalty too. Loyalty. That's the biggest thing. Now, if I feel like you're gonna sit out here and go listen to everybody else, instead of listen to me, nah, you're not wifey material.
Yeah.
Cause a wife gonna listen to their husband no matter what.
Nah, for sure. I dig it. I dig it. So we gotta get into this project, man. A way too easy project. Why that title?
Cause I feel like it's too easy. Like I feel like rapping is too easy. Like as far as like right now, I just feel like it's too easy. Like you can, and it ain't even just about music. It's just about with life. When I start understanding life, it's all about staying consistent. That's what makes everything easy. If you consistent with anything, you gonna make it. So that's what made me just think about the title. Like, all right, I'm gonna start off like this, cause I also want that portfolio to know, like, hey, this is where everything gonna pop off at. Where you know, like, it's easy. It's easy to do. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody
Gotta
can
be
make
consistent.
Yeah, that's the
shit.
main thing with anything. Just staying consistent. Once I learned that word, like really understood it and discipline,
Yeah.
it was easy.
Talk about linking with Swamp Izzo. Like, I did appreciate how you kind of took it back to the mixtape days and just bringing a DJ on. But why was that important to you?
It was all because of Spider. It was all because of him. Like I look up to him, so I seen they connection. Like when he did, I came from nothing. 1, 2, 3, and it was like it was a bond there. And something in my intuition told me I need to link with someone that's genuine and real. Man,
Fuck with Swamp.
yeah. Shout out to Swamp.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to him. We linked for the first time. It was just like natural. Everything was natural. Everything was real. It wasn't no sugarcoating. It was like I ain't gonna lie. He gave me a lot of game, but I wanted to go back because of Spider though. That was the main. That was the main reason. I feel like no artist is giving DJs enough credit right now.
100%.
They ain't giving everybody want to just. It goes back to the independent word. Like everybody want to exclude the DJs out. So I just want to take things back a bit. Do things my old way. Show them how it's supposed to go. Like shout out to all the DJs that's out there working and breaking artists.
For sure.
That's how it's supposed to go.
100%, man. Baby Zay, how you get your name?
I got it from my mom. Basically from my mom. Like she used to always like call me Lil Zay, or she never called me Baby Zay, but she just always called me like the smallest, cause I was always skinny. I was always small, so I just ran with the name. Like I'm just use Baby Zay. Like I don't want to use Lil Zay, cause it's a lot of Lil Zays, but I couldn't get it. What's the word? Copywritten. I couldn't incorporate the name Lil Zay, so I had to run with Baby Zay.
Got you. Okay. What's your best advice for somebody wanting to get waves in their head?
Consistent, man, and you better have a brush. You better have a brush, man. You better have a brush. How I got mine was I stayed consistent. I was down the road. I had dreads at first though. So it was hard.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, it was hard getting waves. Like people,
Damn.
yeah, people was like, man, you just gotta stay consistent. I get the brushing. I wanted the results overnight.
Like everybody.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was down there brushing. I'm like, they ain't coming in, so I'm finna grow my hair back. Like, forget this. But my homeboy, I talked to one guy from the West Side, and they West Side Ride. Shout out to West Side. He was like, man, listen. I pulled up on him. I said, bruh, he had the best waves in the dorm. I was like, man, bro, how you get your waves like that? He was like, I was waiting on you to pull up on me. I see you trying. I'm like, yeah, bro, my pride ain't want to ask you, but I gotta tell you, like, yo shit spinning.
Yeah.
He pulled up on me. He just told me, man, when you wet your hair, you wet it, shampoo it, brush it. You do 100 times. Don't show no favoritism. You 100.
Wow.
Wash it again, 100. Stroke every hole the same way. And you put that do-rag on, keep it on while it's wet. Just stay consistent. Do that once a week, and you're going to have, I seen results in like 3 weeks after that.
That's good.
About 3 weeks, but I stayed brushing though.
Yeah,
stayed brushing. Yeah, I stayed brushing.
That's hard. I like how you wasn't afraid to ask, and then now you got it. I respect that, man. So our keyword here is progress. We talk about growth, getting better. You're a progressive person. So what does our keyword mean to you? Progress.
Elevation. Just leveling up, being a better you. No matter what you got going on in life, just always waking up every day, being a better you.
For sure. And then I seen that you knew the guy that got killed, man, the entrepreneur, Chad Dillon. Like, y'all knew each other?
I ain't know him. I was just giving my condolences to him.
Gotcha.
I was supposed to go to his restaurant. Someone told me to go to his restaurant.
Yeah, me too.
But I ain't know what they served there, so I ain't gonna lie.
Seafood broil.
Yeah, I'm kind of going the vegan way. You know what I mean?
I
So it's like I don't want to
to
go there and waste nobody's time. You know what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
So I was going the vegan route.
That's
so
good.
I was supposed to go there, and then when I seen everything, I was like, dang man, I was supposed to go there. I probably could have met him, and you know what I'm saying, things could have took a different turn. So I just gave my condolences to him.
I respect that, man. Well, yeah, I enjoyed this conversation. I like that you actually know how to speak and like share your story. So I think a lot of people gonna fuck with you because your energy is very contagious. So this was dope. Let them know your social medias. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Baby Zay. You can find me on Instagram. I ain't gonna say I'm always on there, but I'm on Instagram. _Zay with 2 Y's. You can find me on TikTok, Baby Zay. I was finna get out my phone number. I'm just playing. I'm just messing around.
Sure,
but yeah, you can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. That's the only social medias I be on.
Okay, cool.
The Progress Report.